And athletes who play NCAA Division I spring sports will get an extra year of eligibility after their season, of course, was canceled because of the coronavirus concerns. Sports Director Brandon Kinnard live now with more on what this means for college athletes with some perspective from a few UW of Green Bay's top athletes. Brandon?
Yeah, John, UWGB softball's lone senior was thrilled to learn she'll get a chance to finish out her career. Bailey Schultz says she'll be back with the Phoenix next spring. But for many other college athletes, while they do have the option, the decision to return isn't always as clear-cut. UWGB senior Bailey Schultz will be rounding the bases for the Phoenix again next spring. Since the NCAA canceled its spring sports season 3 weeks ago, she's been eager to hear what her fate would be.
I tried not to think about it too much because I found myself getting sad at times.
On Monday, Schultz got the result she wanted.
I was so excited. I think it definitely was the right thing to do for the NCAA to allow us to get an extra year of eligibility. If I get to come back for a year, I'm more than excited and more blessed to have that opportunity. So of course I'm going to take it with open arms and snatch it up right away.
Now for Schultz, the decision to return next spring was an easy one.
I was going to be around Green Bay anyways. I was just going to help coach the team instead of play, obviously, because I would be out of eligibility. But yeah, it works perfectly with me.
On track to get her degree in December, she plans to return to Green Bay and get her master's, allowing her to play next spring.
I feel so bad for the people that don't, but it's something that you have to understand.
For others, the future is more cloudy.
I have no idea what's going to go on, with the pandemic in general and with my life.
George Nizer, the reigning Horizon League Men's Golfer of the Year, says it's too soon to know if he'll be back next spring to defend his title.
Right now it's up in the air. It's hard for me to say too soon. I'd like to be able to if I can. I'm not totally positive that's going to be a possibility.
Now, Nizer told me he is happy to have the option to come back, but he's one of many college athletes who is considering graduating and moving on to that next step in life instead of returning. Another important note on this applies to all classes, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. So that's going to complicate things just from a sheer number standpoint for coaches. You'll essentially have 5 classes next year when the new freshman class comes in to join this year's freshman class, which never got a chance to play this season. So that's really going to complicate things for coaches when it comes to things like team management, recruiting, and it's a problem that's probably going to go on for about the next 4 or 5 years in this spring, these spring college sports, because that's when this freshman class will finally graduate. So it's going to be a little bit different for spring sports for the next couple years.
A lot of choices, Brandon, and as you mentioned, for seniors, that choice between playing for years and getting on with the rest of their lives. All right, Brandon.